So hi again. I continue on the lesson. So here we are going to work on more word problems. We are going to start mixture problems, but before I go to the formula, I like you to I want to have your attention for this question. See, I have a box which is just the box has 40 marbles, and 20% of them are red, and the box B has 80 marbles that 45% are red. Okay, so I don't know about the rest. Okay, so box A 20% and box B 45%. If I mix two box together, so what is the percentage of marbles which are red? Okay, so I read the question. I know it's talking about mixing, so it's mixing of something. It's talking about the percentage. It's like concentration, so concentration of red marbles. Okay, when I say concentration, so you feel like, for example, you have to hear something like concentration of, for example, a substance, like just something inside the mixture. Yes, but still here is concentration, and here is what is the percentage of red marbles. Okay, see, I have box A. Okay, so I have box A. Just in my, I want to see, I want to have diagrams, I want to visualize it. So this is box A, and 20% is red. Okay, so I can do this. Okay, so that's 20%. And then I have also box B, for example. Okay, so 45% are red. Okay, so now I mix them. I mix them here. Okay, so A and B together. And I want to know what is the percentage of red. What is the percentage? Okay, so how do you approach the question, and what do you do here? Okay, so as I said, you read the question, you visualize, you understand what's going on. Here you have first percentage, you have second percentage, you now you mix them. You want to know what is the percentage for the last box, for the third one. So here you have to say, okay, how many marble you have in total to see what is the percentage of red marbles. Okay, so how many red marbles you have inside, and how many of just maybe what is the, for example, total. And then you can say, okay, so do I know how many total I have here when I add them, or I don't know? I have to consider all of these things. Okay, so I read the question, I understand the type, so that's yes, mixture problem. Now I want to visualize it. When I visualize, so I say, okay, I have box A which has 40 marbles. I have box B which has 80 marbles. Box C, or the last box, so just the third one, I mix them. So when I mix them, it's 121. Okay, so 120 marbles, because I have 40 plus 80. Oh, good. See, I don't see 120, but now I can find it here. When I visualize, when I make diagrams, so when I make pictures of it, okay? So that's 120. Then I would say, okay, I need to find what is the percentage. If I want to say the percentage in the last box, in the third one, I need to know part over total, okay? Because it is, for me, it's part over total, okay? X over 100. Okay, I'm looking for X. See, I read the question, I understand the type. Now I am visualizing it. Okay, so I say, okay, I have a box that's 40 marbles. I have the second box 80 marbles. Then I mix them. It didn't say 120, but I can find it. And I want to know what is the percentage. Look at this. This is X here. Percentage. Okay. Okay, so I want to find the answer here. Maybe I can use just question mark. Okay, so I know, if I know part over total, I can say, okay, so what is the percentage over 100? Okay, so parts over total, percentage over 100. Okay, what is part? I don't know. But what is total? 120. Okay, part over 120. I don't know over 100. Okay, so I need P. What is P? How many red you have in the third one? So how many red you have in the third one is how many red you have in the first one and how many red you have in the second one, and you add them. Okay, you have to find that. Okay, can I find that there? Okay, yes. When I look at my first box, I see I have total, I have percentage, so I can find the part. See, that's why I told you it's very important for you to do in topic 7. Topic 7, there are review 7, sorry, review 7, there are just 3 types of questions that you are looking for part, or you are looking for total, or you are looking for percentage. So you have the first box, 40 marbles, 20% red. You have the second box, 80 marbles, 45% red. You have the third box, 120 marbles, and you want to know what is the percentage of red. Yes, you want to find percentage. You need to know what is part. So you need to know part from first one, you need to know part from second one, and add them. Okay? How do you know part from first one? Okay, from first one, I have percentage, I have total, I can find the parts. Okay, so I would say this here. Okay, so here I would say 20 over 100. How many over 40? Okay, then you would tell me, okay, what is x? So I have to define it. Okay, so here I can say x. Let's just let x to be, let x be, so number of red marble in box A, and let y to be number of red marble in box B. Okay, so that's that. So maybe I can write it this way. So it's 20 over 100. How many over 40? Okay, so it is 8. X is 8. Okay, so that's one. So the second one, y. So 45 over 100. See, when I visualize, I know what's going on. 45 over 100, y over 80. So y is, must be, okay, let me find the answer. 45 multiple 80 divided by 100, which is 36. Okay, so I read the question, I understand it's like mixture problem. Okay, so I visualize, I have a box A, I know total, I know percentage, I don't know part. I have box B, I know total, I know percentage, I don't know part. I have box C, which I want to find percentage, I know total, I need to find part. How do I know part? I need to find part from first and second and add them. Okay, now I find from that, and then I would say 8 plus 36 over 120. How many over 100? I'm looking for percentage. Okay, so maybe I can do here, I can do z, because then you sure, so it will be hard. So let z be to be, so just percentage. So percent of red marble in final box. Okay, so now I find Z. Okay, so what is Z? So Z is 8 plus 36 multiplied by 100 divided by 120. Okay, which is 36.6 forever percentage. Okay, so you can write 36.6 bar, which is repeating, is the final, is the red, is the so percentage of red marbles in the final box. Okay, or I can say there are, oops, maybe I do here, oops, I don't know what's going on, it doesn't let me to type here. Okay, so oopsie, let me see. Okay, there are 36.6% red marble in the final box. All this many percentage of final box is red. Okay, and I need to do this. See, I didn't use any any new formula here. I just visualized the question, I just wrote the question, I just made the picture, so I read it. Okay, I have box A, 40 marbles inside, 20% are red. I don't know how many red, I can't find it. I have box B, I have total, I have percentage, I need to find part, I can. Now I add them, and I know total in the final box, I have parts, and I can find the percentage. Exactly like review 7, just the last part of the lesson, that you are finding just, for example, either parts, or you are finding total, or you are finding the percentage. Okay, see, when you when you just think about the question in the previous example, okay, the amount of red marble was just determined in the final box, so in each box, and then you add them. Okay, and when you have, then you can just find the percentage of red marble in the last one. So this is what we did. Okay, so look at the formula here. So I have part here, okay, amount of chemical A. So now I can just think about a mixture, the total. Okay, so, and I have part A, I have total, so that's part of chemical A, that's chemical A inside a mixture, and the mixture is total. Okay, here is percentage. Okay, here is percentage and divided by 100. Okay, I use this formula. I have part of something. For example, I have a box. I say, okay, a part of this box is sugar, for example. So how many? 20%. So 20 over 100, and how much? For example, how many gram over total gram of the box? Okay, so that's the formula. Also, the total amount of mixture is when you add them. So, for example, if I have a coffee which is so sweet, means concentration of sugar is high, for example 100 milliliter, and I have another cup which the just hand, so for example 100 milliliter concentration of sugar is low, but when I add them, it's 100 plus 100, so I just add them, so I just add the volume. Okay, regardless of any just concentration, when I add, so that will be the total, so the total mixture for me. Okay, now you can use this formula here. Okay, this one. So when you think about concentration, concentration 1 multiple volume 1 plus concentration 2 multiple volume 2 is concentration final, volume final. Then what is volume final? Okay, volume final is volume 1 plus volume 2. Okay, so I can use these two to find, and to find just answer for many questions. Okay, mixture problem. let's do this question with this formula. Okay, so I have it red. Okay, box A has 40 marbles, 20%. Okay, 20%, which is C1, 40 marbles, V1. This is C2, V2. And I am looking for C final, and I have V final. What is V final? V final is V1 plus V2. Okay? Easy. So this is much easier when I know the formula. But I could do it when I just saw the question, the previous one. When I visualize it, I know what's going on in the first one, in the first box. I have the part, I have percentage, I have total, I'm looking for part. The second, so the box B, the same, I have percentage, I have total, I'm looking for part. Then the final box, I'm looking for percentage, so I need to know total, I need to find part. So part means I have to add part 1 and part 2, which I find from box A and box B. Okay, so when I visualize, yes, I can do it. But right now I can do it much faster with this formula. Okay, this plus 45 over 100 multiple 80 equal C final multiple 40 plus 80. Okay, remember, when you want to use percentage, you have to divide it by 100. When I say 20%, it's like a symbol. But mathematically, I have to divide by 100 when I want to use it in my calculation. Okay, so now you find C final. Okay, C final is 20%. So it's 0.240 plus 0.4580 divided by 120. Okay, which is the same thing. Okay, so I can do the calculation to see if I am correct. Yes. Okay, so when I find the answer, the answer is this 0.366 forever. Okay, so that's that. Okay, but this is concentration, but when I want to find percentage, I have to multiply by 100, so it means 36.6%. Okay, that's the answer. So now we keep this in our mind that we can use this formula for all mixtures. So 50 milliliter of a solution contain 20% table salt, NaCl, is mixed with 60 milliliter of solution contains 10%. Okay, regardless of the percentage, when I mix 50 milliliter with 60 milliliter, I have 110 milliliter. What is the concentration in final? Okay, easy. Okay, so you have, okay, just 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so you have C1 V1 plus C2 V2 equals C final V final. C1 is 0.2 multiple 50. Okay, so this is C1 V1. This is V2 C2. And you are looking for concentration of that in final CF. Okay, what is VF? So we just add that. Okay, so here, that's that plus I'm using the original formula, so I don't define any x or y. So here is that, and then 0.1 multiple 60 equals CF multiple 50 plus 60. Okay, and CF is just, you have to find the answer. When you find the answer, okay, so it's yes, it's that, and okay, so it is 16 divided by that, Oopsie. 60 milliliter, that milliliter cancel. So it is 0.145. So that's repeating, which means 14.5%. Okay, that's this 14.5%. That's a percentage. Okay, so what is the, so how much salt is in the final mixture? Okay, in the final mixture I can find how much salt is in the final mixture. So what is the percentage? Okay, so you have, okay, the percentage you have in, so it's, let me see, I want to just do this here. Okay, yes, okay, so look at this, yes, here, so 4 5, okay, so that's that. Okay, that's the percentage, 14.5, that's a percentage. Okay, so now it's asking how much salt you have in the final. So how much you have in final? 110 milliliter. Okay, so it is, we are looking for part. Okay, so part over 1 this equal 14.545. Remember, because here I am rounding, in order to say how many percentage. But when I want to find the next answer, when I want to find the next part answer, I have to use more digits, because otherwise I am rounding and rounding and rounding, and I don't want that. I want to round at the end. Okay, so part over 100 this, and then this divided by this. Okay, so now you can find part. Okay, so part is this multiple this one divided by this one, right? So let me see if I am making any, okay, so let me see, that's how much salt is in that. So okay, so 1 second, so yes, so yes, plus yeah, okay, so I multiple this one with, yes, so I multiple this with that, yes, oops, 0.545, yeah, so this is 16 milliliter is the salt. Okay, and so you can do this here. Also you can even find the answer from the beginning. You can say this is from beginning, which is here. Look at this, because that's a part. Okay, so you are finding how much in each. So this is how much salt in the first one, this is how much salt in the second one, and then you add them. Yes, and you find the answer, 60 milliliter. Okay, so is that. Okay, so now you can go to, okay, so that's the answer for this part. Okay, so maybe I can just color, oops, just color it to, yeah. Okay, so this question, you work in a lab, you need 15% acid solution for a certain test, but your supplier only gives you 10% solution or 30% solution. They don't have 15% solution. You have 10% and 30%. So rather than just pay more to get 15% and just ask them to do it for you, you can do it on your own. You can mix a little bit of 10% with 30% to find 15% to make. Okay? First of all, look at here. I have 10%, I have 30%, and I want something in between. Once I ask my student to make a question on their own, and for example, they said they want to mix 15% and 30% to find 10%. Doesn't make any sense. The one that I want must be between these two. Means I add a little bit from this less concentration to this one in order to make this one. Or I add a little bit of this more concentration to this one in order to make this one. But what I want must be between these two values. 10, 30, and what I want is between them. This is visualize, and this is just estimate of your just the question. Okay, so you are just thinking about the answer. You are thinking what to do here. Okay. Also, you have to continue to read. Okay, so it says you want that, and then okay, you decide to mix them. Okay, and at the end you want 10 liter. Okay, how much you want? 10 liter of this. 10 liter. So read, continue to read. So you read the question once and you understand this is mixture problem. Now you read second time and translate. Okay, I have 15%. Sorry, I have 10%. I have 30%. I want 15%. 15%. How much I want? 10 liter. How much I have from each? Okay, I read how many liters of each. So that's the last sentence. Gives me just the idea how to define my variable. How many liter of each? Okay, so now you define your variable. Now you define. Okay, so you read the question, you understand it's mixture question, you know you have 10% concentration, you have 30% concentration, you want 15%, that's correct, 15% is in the middle, I mean not in the middle, I mean between, and I want 10 liter of that, so how much of each? So when I read the last sentence, it gives me idea how to define my variable. Okay, remember, don't write let x be 10%. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, let x be the amount or the volume, the amount of 10% solution in liter. How do I know? Because that's a liter. Let y be the amount of 30% solution in liter. Remember, do not write x is 10%, y is 30%. Then I ask, what do you mean? Your sentences must be informative enough. Okay, you read the question, you understand that mixture problem, you visualize it, you know the question is correct because 15% is between them, between those values. Okay, you know you need 10 liter. You read the last part. The last part says, okay, define your variable. But when you define your variable, it has to make sense. Okay, so I should be able to say what's going on here. Okay, so that's that. And then I use the formula. Okay, C1 V1 plus C2 V2 equals C final V final. Oops, V final. V1 plus V2 is V final. Okay, so this is C final, this is C1, this is C2, this is V1, this is V2, and that's V final. 10 liter. Okay, V final. Okay, now you substitute that. Okay, so C1, 0.10 multiple X plus 0.3 multiple Y is 0.15 multiple 10 liter total. Okay, so X plus Y is also 10. Okay, two equations to unknown. You will see this kind of question so many times. Okay, it's a very common question that you don't have what you want in percentage. You have something less, you have something more, you mix them. How much of each you have to mix to find the total volume. Okay, you have concentration 1, you don't have volume 1. You have concentration 2, you don't have volume 2. You have concentration final, you have V final. Yes, now you want to find it. Okay, so it is, okay, so in order to, okay, so I continue here. So it is this plus this equal this. So I multiply by 10, so x plus this equal this, x plus y equal 10, and then I do this, and then I add them. So I have 2y equal 5, right? And y is 2.5 liter, right? Okay. I want to mention something else here. I talked about estimation your answer. When you look at your question, you know you have you need 10 liter, and you have to mix 10% with 30%. Okay, so do you think you need more from 10% or more from 30%? This means estimation of your answer. Do you need more from 10% or more from 30%? Which one? Which one more? Which one less? Okay, look at this. This one is much closer to this one. So this one is far from this one. When I compare, which one is closer? Okay, 15% is closer to 10%. So I want more from this and less from this. Okay, this is just estimation. See, I told you, you read your question, you understand the type, you read the last sentence, you define your variable. But before those, you visualize, you make a diagram, you try to make it just to make sense for you. Okay, also you estimate 15% is closer to 10%, so I want more from 10%. Okay, so that's that here. Okay, so I found I found y is 2.5 liter. Oh, perfect. So means I just add a little bit of 30% to change 10% to just to increase 10% to 15%, because 10% is closer to 15%. So that's 2.5 liter. So what is x then? X is 10 minus 2.5 liter, which is 7.5 liter. Okay, so perfect. I check my answer and then I write. We need to use 7.5%, sorry, 7.5 liter of 10% solution to be added to 2.5 liter of 30% solution in order to make 10 liter of 15% solution. This is a very common question. You see it many times, this type. You have one percentage, you have second percentage, you want something in the middle, you don't have it, but you know how much you want to know how much from each. Okay, so this question can be homework because it's very similar to what we did. Okay, so you can find here, okay, see, you have 15%, you have 20%, and you want something in between, 18%. how much you want, 50 gram. So you want to know how much of each. That's X of this and that's Y of this, how much. So which one more? So question makes sense. And from which one you need more? So for sure from 20% because it's closer to 20%. Okay, and then you can find. Okay, so X is 20 gram and Y is 30 gram. Okay, so just how to do it, it's your homework. Okay, very similar to what I did now for the other question. Okay, C1 V1, so this is C1 V1, this is C2 V2, this is C final V final. Okay, and you have the formula, you have two equations, two unknown, you can find the answer. Okay, so I stop here. You have this question and this question, these two questions. Both of them are a little bit tricky, so I continue on them. So just in another video. Thank you so much. Bye.